Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Teaching Tomorrow. My name is Elisa, and I'm your host for today. For today's new episode, I am so excited. We are going to be talking about kind of fixing the education via technology. We all kind of know that technology has a huge role in our world. So, you know what? Let's just not ramble too much. I can't wait any longer, so let's just kind of jump right into this. Let me ask you this actually. Have you ever heard about the term assistive technology? If you're currently kind of shaking your head no, or you have no idea what I'm talking about, I was once in your position. I learned about this term recently, and it's kind of changed my perspective on fixing education via technology. I had been reading this peer reviewed article, Use of Assistive Technology in Inclusive Education Making Room for Diverse Learning Needs. This was written by Bueller and Schmidt back in 2015, and they had illustrated the term assistive technology, also known as AT, is kind of any device or system that helps individuals with disabilities perform tasks that might otherwise be challenging or they may feel might be impossible. I am very passionate about this topic, and I kind of wanted to talk about this in today's episode so that we can relay the message and relay how important this topic is. These tools enable students to engage in learning activities, to overcome barriers, and interact with the curriculum in a meaningful way. Let me tell you, when I was in high school, I felt like my learning path was I felt like the ideal learning path was very straight. The road was straight and it was clear and all that. But my path wasn't like that. I had I had roundabouts, I had bumps in the road, I had turns, I had to make U-turns. Mine wasn't straight. And I spent my time thinking, why is my path difficult? How can I get to the path that is just straight, that is easy, that is sunny, all those things? That's why I'm kind of the importance of inclusivity is emphasized as the shift towards inclusive education encourages the students of all abilities to learn together in general educational studies. So if maybe I have dyslexia and I have struggles reading or whatever the case may be, these AT things can give me the tools that I need to get onto that straight path. It may not always be straight, but maybe for a little period, for a couple of kilometers, it will be. Since students have diverse learning styles, strengths, and challenges, inclusivity requires educational tools and practices to accommodate this variety. In the classroom, AT tools such as screen readers or speech to text software, which is something that I use quite often, or even communication devices and tools supporting learning disabilities like dyslexia, for, play such a critical role in removing in removing participation barriers, making it easier for students with disabilities to engage and learn the material. Even for me right now, as I film and record this podcast, I clearly am having maybe a little bit of a hard time kind of speaking, but there are tools that are around that can help me advance my speech and make me feel more confident when I talk. Because this is a very scary thing. I'm trying to do my best, but also make this a good presentation. The benefits of AT include the ability to provide individualized learning experience, increase participation, and promote greater independence in the classroom. This allows each student to get a personalized learning experience where they can learn in the way that is most effective and tailored to them. We humans are not at all a one size fit all. We are so different in many and unique ways, which means the way we deliver our education needs to be in a unique fashion, and it's not always going to be a one size fits all. As much as I enjoy here sitting with you guys and chatting, it's time to kind of wrap up this episode, but there's one more important thing I want to talk about before we end this. I had also been reading another article, and it emphasized that us teachers are now called to action. We are in the position where we can advocate for systematic changes in the educational policy and infrastructure to support these students, to make accessible technology for all of them. I am a huge advocate for teachers training to integrate digital accessibility tools into their teaching practices effectively. We cannot be a teacher and expect all this from our students when us ourselves don't know how to use these tools and etc. I appreciate you guys listening to my episode, and I hope you guys learned something. I definitely learned a lot along the way, and I can't wait for next week's episode. See you all then.